I knew it would sound creepy if I told my roommate that I secretly wash her favorite Spider-Man mug every night because I like seeing her happy dance when she uses it in the morning, so when she finally caught me I lied about what I'd been doing. I, 30M, share an apartment with my friend, 30F, I'll call her Gwen. Gwen has a lot of mugs, more than will fit in the cup cupboard all at once. So she rotates them seasonally, she loves swapping them out. I asked why and she says it's like getting new mugs every couple months. But there are 2 mugs in her collection that never leave the kitchen. They are rarely in the cupboard because the second they are washed she uses them again. We have a dishwasher, but it's broken. Part of our chore division is that we each take care of our own dishes. The thing is I know she doesn't like doing her dishes, it's a sensory thing, but she insisted that we do our own dishes and I thought that was pretty fair. I also know that Gwen's most favorite is her Spider-Man mug. She's never told me that, I can just tell because the Spider-Man mug gets picked before any of the others when it's clean. I know this because I see it in the sink every day for her to wash before bed with her other dishes from the day. There were times that her dishes sat for a couple days before she could force herself to work through the sensory issues and get them done. It never got to the point of smelling bad, and she apologized every time for any dishes she left overnight. I truly did not mind when that happened. I understand the sensory issues and I'm proud of her for keeping on top of it as much as she was. Now comes the part I need to get off my chest. The background info was important, I promise. Every time Gwen realizes she can use her Spider-Man mug she dances an adorable happy dance while making her tea for the morning. She doesn't seem to realize she's dancing, or doesn't realize I noticed her dancing. Either way, it's my favorite part of the day when I'm getting ready for work and she dances a happy dance while getting her breakfast because she gets to use her Spider-Man mug every single morning. It seriously cheers her up and she's been a lot more positive throughout the day since I started doing this. Gwen found me washing her dishes last week. I had been doing them for a while, but this was the first time she walked in and caught me bubble-handed washing her Spider-Man mug. Not gonna lie, I panicked. She thanked me for helping her and then asked why I started to do her dishes too. She even asked if I was annoyed by her dishes when she left them. This was absolutely not the case, but I couldn't tell her I watch her happy dances. That's creepy, right? But it's so cute and makes me so happy to see her so happy. If she knew I watched her dance she would feel self-conscious and stop doing them. She's pretty shy about stuff like that. She won't sing in front of anyone, but singing is one of her favorite things to do and I've caught her singing along to her music before she realizes I'm home more than she realizes. I also pretend not to notice when that happens. She has a really pretty voice. So yeah, I couldn't tell her why I'm really doing her dishes or I would lose my favorite part of my day. I told her I like to get mine done every night. It's something my mom always told me to do. I was already there so it wasn't a big deal to do hers too. It saves water and she does a few of the household chores that I hate because she likes them. So I don't mind doing this one tiny extra chore that she doesn't like. I feel like I was pretty obviously not telling the truth, but I think she believed me lol. She didn't tell me to stop and she hasn't brought it up since she caught me. So I still get to see her happy dances when she goes in the kitchen and sees her Spider-Man mug ready for her to start the day. Edit, guys, she found the post. Scatter. No, for real. She commented on this post, she made an account specifically to comment. How did this happen and how did it happen so god dang fast? I didn't think she was on Reddit. She's always on YouTube watching video games or listening to stories. She used a picture of the mug as the profile pic. I'm panicking. I'll update when I'm brave enough to go out to the kitchen. I can hear her cooking. Update 1. I can't actually post an update so soon after my first post. So here's a small update. We talked a little bit over breakfast. I'm officially a fan of tea now lol. She thinks I'm an idiot and I agree, but she's not mad about the post or about me creeping on her mug-inspired happy dances. All said and done, I think making that post was the best 5 a.m. decision I've ever made. Gwen says hi everyone. Update 2. Good morning y'all. A couple days ago I made a post at 3 in the morning to confess to doing my roommate's dishes because I secretly love to watch her do a happy dance when she sees her favorite mug is clean for her to use again. That post changed our lives and I'm only being a little dramatic by saying that. I gotta say thanks to everyone who upvoted and commented on my original post. I'm still shook at just how many people read about me and my mug happy best friend. The amount of people saying my post made them smile or reminded them of their own friendships or significant others has kept me smiling for days. I'm kind of into making people happy, if that wasn't already obvious, so the fact that so many people had even a moment of positivity because of me has been awesome. When I made that original post it was because I just wanted to tell someone about the mug dancing but I knew Gwen wouldn't like it if I told anyone we knew so I came to Reddit to shout to the void and oh boy, did the void shout back. There were so many comments asking if I really thought we were just friends, and I'll be honest when I made that post we absolutely were just friends. We had never talked about being more than friends and I was happy being friends because we have an amazing friendship. I hadn't really thought about there being a possibility for more because dating was always something I planned to do when I had my life together or when I had more money. I never let myself consider what I was missing out on by waiting for the right time. Her finding my post opened up the chance for Gwen and I to talk about things that we hadn't before and over breakfast that morning we found where we stood with each other and what we thought things could look like moving forward depending on what we both agreed was the best course. We didn't make any solid plans or decisions and didn't want to rush into something that would ruin the good we already had going for us, but I'll admit I was hoping for a specific outcome. There was one comment on that first post that had really caught my attention. To paraphrase, they told me to think about how I would feel if someone else got to see Gwen do her happy mug dance instead of me, and it hit me so hard. I didn't mind the idea of someone else seeing her so happy. I just don't know if anyone she dates would notice what I did and decide to do what I did. What if they didn't care or didn't think it was that important, or any of the other things I do to make her laugh or smile? I really didn't like the thought of not being there to make sure she has that extra reason to smile in the morning. Gwen wants me to admit that I'm a sappy moron because I teared up writing this. I'm a sensitive man in touch with my emotions, and you know you love it, so shut it, you. To all the people saying it's possible for platonic relationships to be like ours, you are absolutely correct. Our friend group is very open with physical and verbal affection, and we help each other all time with big and small things. We all say I love you to each other. It's just normal communication for us as a group, not just between Gwen and I. Honestly, if I hadn't made my original post, I'm not sure when or if we would have gotten to the point we are now. Maybe we would have continued as we were, and that would have been just as happy of an outcome, just a different one, like a choose your own adventure with multiple options for a good resolution. Which brings me to the actual update. Gwen and I agreed we want to try dating. We aren't putting a new label on our relationship yet, but our first date is next week. I'm making it all a surprise. Gwen helped write this post and will be reading the comments, so I can't give any details, but it's going to be the best first date she has ever been on, or I'll eat my candy corn patterned socks. I think she might be the one for me, and I'm going to take every chance I can to make sure she thinks the same about me. Y'all are the best and we love you. Do something kind for your loved ones for us, and everyone can and should find something to happy dance about. It makes life more fun.